What's up guys, macadii here, and today guys, a brand new team building video where we're going to be building a team down in RU based around Hoopa, the regular form. Now this form is very interesting. It's got a lot of quad weaknesses, well 2 quad weaknesses in Dark and Ghost, which is very unfortunate, but the offensive special attack on this guy is absolutely insane, and I can't resist giving this guy a go as a sort of very powerful wall breaker. So I've been having a think about what sort of team Hoopa would best fit on, and I think it would work really well on a Trick Room team. RU has got so many great Trick Room users, and with that reasonably good special defense, we're paired with that HP investment. Oh, it's actually very good special defense, to be honest, but basically it means that I can set up Trick Room on a lot of things, and basically outspeed a lot of the metagame, which is really cool, especially with that negative speed nature. And that means I can fire off Stab, 150 base power special attack, Life Orb, Shadow Balls, Psyshocks, and then obviously Focus Blasters there to hit any Dark types and stuff like that, because those first two don't get sort of perfect coverage from there, but between the 3 of them they get pretty much perfect neutral coverage, which is really cool. So yeah, I'm very excited to build around this guy. And if you guys are excited as well, don't forget to leave a like down below. I would really appreciate it. We will be doing a stream with the team coming up in the next sort of few days or so. I'm not 100% sure when. So if you guys do like it, then we definitely will use this team on a stream. So as I said, I want to have a go at building a Trick Room team around this guy. So I've got a few things that come to mind, but one Pokemon I think that does pair very well with this guy is Absol. Because Absol has got that justified, so basically what you can do is you can switch into all those knockoffs and things like that. It also gives me priority with Sucker Punch, which is always very great, because a lot of Trick Room teams are very slow, so any form of priority is absolutely fantastic. We're going to go for the Life Orb set, Sucker Punch knockoff. I think we're going to go Play Rough. Play Rough, and ooh, I am actually quite tempted by something like Fire Blast, because that allows me to check things like Escavaliers, but the trouble is they are quite slow, so I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, with that amount of speed, I think I'm still outspeeding Escavaliers at max speed, which is unfortunate. I could go Psycho Cut, actually, because that allows me to hit any fighting types. Play Rough already does that, though, that's the thing. Okay, let's see. What can we go for as the final move? What do they actually suggest? Let's see what they suggest in terms of coverage down in RU. Superpower or Fire Blast. I think Superpower could work quite well. We're going to go for Superpower because hopefully later on we'll have a way to be able to sort of check fairies and stuff like that. Otherwise I would go for Iron Tail, but I think overall that's the better way to go. So we're going to go for a max attack Adamant set with we don't want the negative in there, we want the negative in speed, and 0 IVs in speed there. So this guy is going to be very slow, well, relatively slow, and it's going to be designed to work really well under Trick Room, but also give us that really good priority as well. So we want a few more things that set up Trick Room, and the first one that definitely springs to mind is Bronzong. On every single Trick Room team I make, Bronzong is always there because he's absolutely fantastic. Because he can set up that Trick Room, he can set up Stealth Rocks, Trick Room, and he can then explode. And then I normally have a Gyro Ball or something like that to finish. So we have max HP. I normally go max defense, and that seems to be working out quite well for me most of the time. So that's what I'm going to go for. And the item we're going to go for, so we could go Mental Herb, and that would stop any taunt users, and I think that's what we're going to go for the time being. Could change that to Cobra Berry, because that could be quite useful, but we'll just have to see. So I'm going to go for Levitate for this guy. No point playing too many mind games. 248 in there with 8 in Spadef, which should be really nice. Okay, so as I said, the main problem I've got right now is I've still got quite a big knockoff weakness, and one Pokemon in RU that does set up Trick Room and stuff like that could support the team really well is Aromatisse. So I can go for a Leftovers set with Aromatisse. Aromatisse can switch into knockoffs and stuff like that without too much trouble. So we want to have Trick Room on there. We want probably some sort of Wish set. What do they recommend on Smogon? Let's have a look. Wish Protect, Moonblast, Aroma Therapy. We'll go for Wish Protect, Moonblast, and Trick Room, I think, for this guy. Do we want to go max defense? Considering we got the Bronzong, yeah, I think we'll go max defense for the time being. We can always change this around, and we want Trick Room. So this is going to be our sort of supportive set. We can switch into this, take any knockoffs and things like that, and Dark moves. And the Trick Room basically means that, we want to get rid of the IVs in there. We want a negative in there. Basically, what this means is that it gives us a supportive mon, which is very, very nice. We can set up the Trick Room or potentially wish, set up the Trick Room on the turn after, so we then basically go back to full before switching out. Or you can Trick Room, then you can wish, and then switch into another Pokemon to get all that HP back. So it should work really, really nicely. I'm normally not a big fan of walls on these sorts of teams. I like Hyper Offense, but I feel we kind of need Aromatisse just to be able to check all those knockoff users and things like that. So another Pokemon that I'm a really, really big fan of in Trick Room is Chloritza. Because Chloritza is really great. It's a great wall breaker. Not the best speed in the world, which also sort of plays to our favour. What ability? Nature is Hoopa Quiet. So we're going to go for a Quiet Nature on this guy. We're just going to go Scald. I think the damage difference with Scald and Water Pulse is... let's see, Water Pulse. It is 10%. Sorry, 10 base power. But I think the burn chance of Scald is something I always really prefer. We're going to go Dark Pulse, Aura Sphere, because that helps us with dark types and things like that. And then I think finally Ice Beam for water types. And we're going to go for a Expert Belt. So this guy is going to be bulky, our sort of bulky water type, but that's also there to sort of deal out massive wall breaking hits as well, which should be really, really good. And I'm quite happy with that actually. So we need one more Pokemon on this team. We are looking a little bit weak on the special defense side. So potentially one Pokemon that could work quite well is we could go either Escavalier. Because Escavalier is also a great check to dark types, or the other one could be Aggron. Because we could go for sort of like let's see, what's the base attack? Okay, 110 base attack. Maybe we make Aromatisse more special. We'll go for a positive defense nature, so we're sort of a bit more of a mixed bulk. Might be a better way to go. And then the Aggron, I kind of want to... I'm tempted to Choice Band, I must admit. Because Choice Banded Aggron does so much damage with Head Smash. It's absolutely crazy. So we're going to go... I think we're going to go for that. Head Smash, Iron Head. This gives me a switch into most sort of fairy types and stuff like that. We'll be max HP. Not the best Spadef in the world, but with the HP investment, that should help us take at least one hit. Earthquake. Do they recommend the Choice Band, or do we want to go for the ability to switch up our moves? Is it NU now? I don't think it is NU, is it? Oh, it is NU. Okay, so it's recently dropped. Let's see. They do go for Choice Band. Let's see. For RU, what do they recommend? So they recommend Head Smash, Heavy Slam, okay, Low Kick, and Fire Punch. Okay. Oh, and I've moved this about. Hopefully you guys, that's not messed up for you guys. Okay, so we could go away. We can go for Heavy Slam and Earthquake. So do they not go Earthquake? They go Low Kick and Fire Punch. Okay. So let's go Low Kick and Fire Punch. I might even be cheeky and make this Life Orb. I know we're going to take more damage from the Life Orb and stuff like that, but on the other hand, being able to switch up moves in Trick Room is always very, very useful. You don't want to be forced for switches. So I think this is the team we're going to go for the time being. We do have, let's see, so we've got a switch into fighting types outside of knockoffs and stuff like that. We've got some bulk. I do not have a hazard removal, which I know seems really weird, but to be honest, like, because it's such a hyper offensive team, you don't have to worry too much about hazards. I've got nothing that's weak to them. Sticky Webs just helps me, basically. The only thing that's a real sort of pain is possibly Toxic Spikes or something like that, but they're not massively common, so I don't think it's worth doing. So that is the team, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy the team builder and sort of my thoughts about building it. Let me know in the comments down below if there's any changes that you want to make, and as I said, we will be using this in the stream, so it should be a lot of fun, and I'm very, very excited. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys at the next one. Macadii out.